Here I am sketching from a photograph I took of the Shard, which is a tall building in London, England. It was the first time I had seen the building, so I took a photograph and I wanted to draw my interpretation of it to commemorate the event. It's a beautiful building. It is a very interesting building. And I really liked the photograph I took because in the foreground there were a lot of interesting plants. This is the koi water set I use to paint with. It's fairly messy and dirty. There's the Faber-Castell pen I use to ink with. And as my paintbrush, I'm using a koi water brush. I've got a little bit of water in there, and all of my materials are fairly dirty from loving use. So here I am getting my paint together, and I start painting the background first. I enjoy using watercolor, but I'm not an expert at it. I like to do a lot of wet mixing, which is basically when you have painted something on your page and it's still wet, and you go in with a different color and start mixing in those two colors together while it's still wet on your page. My goals for this painting weren't to exactly replicate what I saw when looking up at the Shard, or to completely replicate the photograph I took. The point of this was to sort of communicate the feeling I felt at the time, and just this sort of glimpse that I got of this building. I really like painting in this sketchbook and capturing these moments. It's really wonderful to flip through the sketchbook later and see all the places I've been and the places I've seen, and just kind of connect with them in a way that's different from just looking at a photograph. I like to do these paintings fairly quickly. One thing I want to work on is trying to take more time with some watercolors, but everything I put in this little sketchbook are often very quick. I was trying out sponging a little bit of texture on because there were some interesting tree, leaf things happening in the photograph, and I wanted to kind of capture them in that way. Putting some details on the Shard. There's a lot of windows in that building, or at least glass panes. Adding some final details. I always have a lot of fun with this sketchbook. So here are some looks at the final piece. I should probably do a sketchbook tour of this book at some point. Thanks for watching. If you like what you see, please subscribe. Thank you.